Hey, good afternoon. Konnichiwa from Japan. This is Gray from Wakazashi's Tea House. Not long got home. I was out this morning supporting two of the local elementary schools. We have the Culture Festival in November in Japan. So that was good. I got to see the children, the students, do some great little plays and some performances. There was a nice castanet music number. So got back in time for this. Looking forward to talking about Ladyhawke. Now this is my first time to watch this movie. I was under the mistaken the mistaken idea that this is a chick flick, because when it was first recommended to me, it was by the sister of a brother, the sister of one of my friends, and I just never heard about it. What I didn't know is that Richard Donner from Superman fame, Richard Donner directed it. And of course I knew it was Rutger Hauer and the stunning Michelle Pfeiffer and the slightly annoying Matthew Broderick. But anyway, before I start waffling on and forget where I am, what I'm doing, I'm going to bring in a couple of guests. Delighted to have, first of all, the original, the Prophet of the Dragon, Steve. How are you doing, Steve?
Original what? I guess is the question, right? Hey man, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm a bit like hyped. I'm a bit, I've been flying around this morning and trying to get home in time. I'm souped up on this, God knows what it is, Steve. Hyperzone energy drink from Japan. I love it.
Anything that says energy on it, you have no idea what's in it. It's just like pure energy. It's like, all right, well, it'll be bouncing off the walls for about 2 or 3 hours. But
I think it's full of the woke tears of SJWs, so that's why it tastes a bit weird. But not quite sure.
Well, I guess whatever works to keep you awake, right?
That's right. I know it's late where you guys are, so I really appreciate you joining me. So let's bring in the one and only Ladyhawke Hawk. Here we go.
How you doing?
Cheers, man. Good to see you. I believe you did a watch party. Is that right?
I did. You know why? Why, Gray?
Why?
I love you. I wanted to prepare for this. So
yeah. I love you too.
Grade to 1,000 before January. That's my mission.
Where are you at now? 906?
903. Grade to 1,000.
903. Yeah.
Grade to 1K. That's my mission. Let's do it.
I'm getting a bit worried when I reach 911. Like, is it an emergency or what? I don't know.
So let's just skip by it. Oh man, already? What is going on? You definitely have made it.
The porn bots have found me. I can't believe it. That was quick, wasn't it?
You're important. You're important now too. Just like the rest of us.
Zaxx nailed that right off the bat. It's just like,
I think Nosferatu. I think they're following him. He seems to attract those naughty bots. But no, I'm joking. It's me. It's all me. It's what I was watching last night.
Wait a second. I think you're onto something. I think Nos is the porn bots. Oh my god.
Oh my.
That's why he always gets them removed so fast. Oh my god.
Just say a quick hello to in the chat we had before. Stephen Ransom was here. Thanks, mate. I appreciate you dropping in. Of course, the one, the only Nosferatu, who said he's been missing me, and then he brings the porn bots. What are you going to do? Daniel, great to see you, mate. Very last minute, I sent you a message. If you want the link, let me know. I didn't know you were a big fan of the movie, but I know it's late where you are. You're welcome to drop in. That'd be cool. Where are we? I don't want to highlight the porn bot. Skip Edwards Art. Hey, what's up? Nice to see you, man. Are you good? How are your drawing streams going? Hope they're going well. Okay, without further ado, let's do a very quick introduction to the movie. So, before we do that, let's have a cheers. Nerdporeal. What is that?
It's espresso and Bailey's. That's gonna be this is my
man,
drink for tonight.
Pips has ruined you, man. You turned.
He doesn't drink Bailey's. He drinks. But
like
whiskey.
the drink, like man, you used to be a straight shooter. Now you're just like a lush.
I tell you, what is it? Is it Pips's influence, Nerdporeal, that's got you on the drink?
Yeah, I mean, I showed him that I bought this. He's like, "Oh, you poor soul, you should not have bought that." So I'm gonna drink it. So I have to learn somehow. So cheers, everybody. 11 p.m. and I'm drinking instant espresso with Bailey's.
I can't remember when one New Year I had a very interesting experience, shall we say, with it BMWs. It was Bailey's Malibu and whiskey, I think. Oh my God, that was one of the worst hangovers I've ever had in my life the next day. Jesus. I actually missed New Year. I missed the chimes of midnight because I was passed out somewhere, apparently. Can't remember.
Well, if we see Nerdporeal's, I'm sorry, Ladyporeal. I didn't mean to misgender you. Sorry. If we see Ladyporeal the Hawk face down on his keyboard, we know it was Bailey's.
Well, you know what? I mean, with Spaceballs on Sunday, I mean, there's going to be plenty. So.
I'll be the sober one. So.
And if you guys say, when we do our Eye of the World stream, if you say, read and find out, I gotta take a sip.
You're gonna be done. Oof.
Spaceballs. Somebody said Spaceballs. That sounds interesting. Is that coming up for you, Nerdporeal?
Yeah, it's gonna be Sunday. So I'd invite you, Greg. But I know Sunday. It's like it's Monday for you. So.
Okay, no worries. Yeah. Zaxx is in the chat saying, "Nos, you sexy sanguine stud. Great to see you." And Nosferatu was having a go at me. Bailey's Malibu and whiskey. Yes, I did deserve everything I got. That was a stupid idea. It was a girlfriend's idea, by the way. It wasn't mine.
It always is, isn't it?
It always is. Okay, guys, just a very quick introduction to the movie from good old Wikipedia, where everything is 100% true.
I got it.
Here we go. 100%. Ladyhawke is a 1985 medieval fantasy film directed and produced by Richard Donner of Superman fame. It stars Matthew Broderick, Rutger Hauer, and Michelle Pfeiffer. Wow, a young Michelle Pfeiffer as well. The story is about a young thief who becomes unwillingly involved with a warrior and his lady, who are hunted by the Bishop of Aquila. As he learns about the couple's past and secret, he chooses to help them overcome the bishop's forces. Men-at-arms, a wolf hunter, and an infernal curse.
I never realized it, but this, I was like, where's Aquila? And I realized it's in Italy. I realized this takes place in Italy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Italy. Yeah.
Does it? I don't know. Do we gain anything from that knowledge?
Well,
I'm serious. I don't know. Do we?
I mean, poop from the Pope from the Catholic Church. Well, Bishop. Sorry, not Pope. Sorry.
Did you just say the Pope and poop in the same sentence?
I think I heard poopy Pope. Yeah.
Dude, the Bailey's is already getting to him, Gray. He's talking about the Pope pooping. It's going to be a long stream.
We talked about we talked about Michelle Pfeiffer. Like, apparently Jaden didn't know that she was in Scarface. He didn't even know what Scarface was.
Jaden didn't know what Scarface was. We were just sort of
I'd forgotten she was in that, mate. Yeah, nice one. Totally forgot.
Oh, yeah.
So this was 1985, wasn't it? 85, you've got a young, of course, Matthew Broderick. I wasn't sure what to expect with him, but he surprised me. He kind of won me over in it. And we have a fantastic Rutger Hauer and, of course, Michelle Pfeiffer.
I have to ask you, what did you guys think of his accent? Because he's very, he's from New York, I believe, or he's from East Coast.
I feel like he was coming in and out of it a little bit. Like, he was... how do I feel about it? I feel like the same way I feel about Kevin Costner's accent in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Good effort, but you keep slipping in and out of your normal accent, so just play it straight.
Scared to highlight this comment. Oh my God, I've done it. Biden pooped in front of the Pope. Give Godporeal a break. There we go. It's good job I'm not monetized, guys, because I'd be demonetized, wouldn't like straight away. Who cares about that? And great to see Shelby as well. Shelby AC laughing at Nosferatu's jokes. Shelby likes using the Japanese with me. I think they are even better than me because they dropped a comment before. I can't even read it in the kanji. My kanji skills suck. Just say that.
I didn't even get that far. When I took Japanese in college, I didn't even get that far. Like, I think kanji was learned in Japanese too. There were four courses of Japanese. I only took Japanese one.
Did you get hiragana and katakana? Did you get those two? Yeah.
I used to sign my name. I used to sign my name for when I was in the fraternity. I used to sign my name for the pledges and katakana.
It's a kampai, says Shelby. Thanks, mate. Kampai. There we go.
Bye. Kohi. I'm drinking kohi.
Steve, what do you have? If you got a secret like BMW below the desk there, Bailey's Malibu whiskey.
I have Pepsi. I'm sorry. I have Pepsi and water. Sorry, that's as exotic as I get.
Do you ever have Crystal Pepsi back in the day?
Unfortunately, I do remember Crystal Pepsi. It was disgusting. That clear stuff was terrible.
Oh God,
I've
never tried it. It sounds like a nightmare.
They had some blue stuff too, didn't they? Blue Pepsi.
I don't know.
Ugh. No good. Regular Pepsi.
I'm not sure about that crystal meth Pepsi. I've never tried that. I think Nosferatu knows about that.
You're not missing nothing.
I mean, Coke is made out of Coke, you know.
It used to be, you know. What?
Many years ago, it was one of the active ingredients, apparently.
I don't know why they ever stopped, man. Good Lord. I'd be a Coke. I go buy a Coke right now.
Too much stimulation, I guess.
I guess, yeah. Who
Nosferatu, I'm wearing this top because it's gone very cold here today. It dropped to like 12 degrees centigrade after it being really warm. So yeah, I've got my kind of James Bond top on here. I wish I had the hair to match.
Isn't centigrade British for Celsius?
Oh God, did I say? Yeah, I'm not even thinking. Is that me British English? Oh my God. You're right, it is. Do you guys do it in Fahrenheit, don't you? What the hell is that all about? Fahrenheit.
No. We do it in Kelvin. Actually, we actually measure United States. We clearly measure in kelvins.
Nerdporeal's on the Kelvin timeline right now.
Only Nerdporeal it's like it's 1800
This is what happens
Kelvin.
when you take engineering. The Kelvin is like the main temperature for one of the main temperatures for metric, besides centigrade.
That Bailey's is really screwing him up.
It is. Stephen just came off a stream. Stephen, I really appreciate it, mate. I was watching some of you were on the Roman of the Empire Doctor Who stream. I wish I could have been a part of that, but I was working. But yeah, it was great to hear your takes on that. Really good. Okay, should we get back to the movie, guys? What should we do?
Yeah, sure. Why
Talk
not?
about Ladyhawke. Sure. Did we watch a movie? I think we did.
We did.
So to start off with Steve, it was your first time, Steve, to see it. Is that right?
Time. Yep.
Okay. What did you think then? General thoughts?
I enjoyed it quite a bit. I was trying to hear over some banter from my compatriots that were watching, so I may have missed some details here and there, so you might have to fill in a little bit, but it was enjoyable enough. I was trying to hear the dialogue, so that's a plus, right? I mean, there's several shows where you don't care anymore about the dialogue, so I enjoyed it. Like we already talked about Matthew Broderick's lame act. Well, I mean, the accent was okay, but I think he just kept slipping in and out of it. At least that's what I felt. Like I kept like he was trying the accent, and then he'd slip back into his normal talk, and then he'd slipping in and out. Michelle Pfeiffer really didn't have much to do other than look beautiful, which she did. I mean, she looked amazing, and that's fine. No problem with that. And yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was fun. The music was weird, but
it was really weird. It was all over the place.
It was 80s. It was
and I don't know why the main I forget the wolf guy. What's his name?
The wolf guy.
What's his name?
Navarre.
The main character, Navarre. Is it Navarre?
Navarre.
I don't know why he has an obsession with throwing his gigantic zooyander like a spear. But I did it. Yeah, I don't know. That's not how those things work. But whatever, man. It's okay. At least it was consistent. He threw it early in the movie, so I guess he could throw it at the end of the movie. Why not? He's throwing that thing around like a boomerang.
He threw it like a champ, didn't he?
Yeah,
when it impaled that tree. That really got me at the beginning.
He did it twice. Yeah,
he did.
So I enjoyed it.
Oh, it's good to hear, Steve. Thanks for that. Okay, Nerdporeal, how about you? Was it your first time to see Ladyhawke 2?
Yeah, I honestly never heard of this movie until like Salty mentioned it at one point, and I looked it up. I've not seen a whole lot of 80s fantasy, 80s medieval, movies. So like I still need to finish Excalibur in its entirety, and I still need to see Dragon Slayer. I did see freaking Conan. I did see Conan. I did see like Willow and everything, but like I didn't see I still haven't seen Red Sonja, and there's just a lot. There's just a lot of stuff. And I didn't realize that. I thought this was originally like a teen romantic comedy because Matthew Broderick, or even better, I thought maybe Matthew Broderick. This would have been like an isekai type of story where he's transported to to a medieval world. That's kind of what I thought.
Like getting King Arthur's court or something like that.
Like I can't imagine Matthew Broderick being in a medieval type of movie. So this blew my mind. So
you're waiting for the Seinfeld stuff.
And you look at the poster. It looks like he's wearing a hoodie. He looks like he's like you have the.
Was wearing a hoodie. Did you miss the end of the movie?
It looks like he's wearing like a normal hoodie, like a normal 20th century hoodie.
Guys, I've got to stop you just for a sec. Like, I can't believe the godly way that Nerdporeal just dropped that Japanese, the isekai. That was awesome, mate. I'm really impressed with that.
Oh, you could thank the Pips' channel, the Red Hand or whatever they call it on Discord. They were talking about it in one stream. And
the Red Hand Gang.
Yeah, the band of the Red Hands.
I'm joking. Speaking of the Red Hands, here's Zaxx. How you doing, Zaxx?
Good. How are you guys?
Why are Zaxx's hands red? I don't understand the segue. Are your hands
red-handed?
Oh,
okay.
Nick
Cave songs, I think.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's your stream, Gray. I'll just go with the flow. Red-handed Zaxx is here. All right.
I heard there was going to be donuts.
Not today. That's in the morning.
Cream
filled. I got a whole dozen.
I gotta share. I have to share. I was walking to the store to get the espresso that I'm drinking now. Well, I was right by a Dunkin' Donuts, and since Steve and Mags were talking about cream filled donuts and everything, I went to Dunkin' Donuts. I got myself a Boston cream donut because of that.
Oh yeah,
we had for my diet, but it's Friday, the end of the week.
Cream filled donuts all morning long. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I just got to cover Zaxx up with this comment. Sorry, Zaxx, to say, here comes Zaxx to distract everyone with his raw sex appeal.
It's true.
Yeah. And now uncover me.
It's true. I was going to say, cover. Just intended to be covered up. That was good. It was good stuff.
So, Nerdporeal, overall, you enjoyed it? To see,
yeah, the movie was beautiful. I
mean,
even though the music was very 80s, I can forgive that because I love 80s music. You had... who did the music? Andrew Powell of the Alan Parsons Project.
Oh yeah,
great soundtrack. The visuals, the cinematography was great. Like you didn't have any stupid shaky cam, and it seemed like every frame was very impactful, especially at the end of the movie, especially with the light coming in, and then especially the light coming into the cathedral and everything. That was beautiful. The fights, everything felt very authentic for medieval style of battle. Like it was clunky, the swords were heavy, the armor was heavy,
crossbows,
the horse riding. Yeah. So, and I'm not even, I'm nowhere near the expert like the rest of you are in terms of fantasy and medieval stuff. But I thought
did you see any insane grins while they were riding the horses? I didn't remember seeing any insane grins.
One.
No.
I saw one. It was Nerdporeal. He was smiling.
Oh, guys, I wish I could have joined you with that watch party. That would have been awesome. So, Zaxx, the question is, have you seen the movie?
I've seen bits and pieces of it again today.
Okay.
I've watched it a few times. So, but
nice.
Not recently enough. And then I was watching today with the on Nerdporeal's Discord channel and the watch party, and but I was on my phone and working out, so it was kind of like
multitasking.
Yeah, but I was shocked by the soundtrack. I did not remember that.
No.
Where did that come from?
It's so weird.
I wish you could swap it out for something. Like go back and re-edit that and put in like a more appropriate soundtrack for the movie it's in.
It was a mix, wasn't it? It was a mix. There was some
really
like what do you call it, orchestral music, but then the Alan Parsons Project kept like breaking out.
It was weird. Like there were some scenes where the music worked, and then the vast majority of them just was like, okay, this sounds fine, but not for what we're doing in this movie. Like,
Yeah.
the music wasn't bad. It was just like for the raw. It was like they asked them for the movie Nerdporeal was expecting, the teen rom-com music, and that's what they turned in, and they're like, oh crap, wrong. It's the wrong music. Well, we're screwed. Let's use it.
It's like, wow, what's going on? There was lots of synthesizers, wasn't there? There was very electronic. Came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
It was good.
but A Knight's Tale did that, but it did it better. But it's more recent, I guess, and because the soundtrack with the classic rock I thought worked better than this one with the crazy synth. And I honestly thought that there was something wrong. Like I thought that there must be a different app playing that in the background on my phone. Like what is this music? Because it couldn't be from the movie. But,
absolutely.
Zaxx thinks he's having a stroke. He's like looking around. He's like, I'm working out.
Yeah. What is this sound? But I remember this was one of my favorite movies growing up because it was medieval setting and we had very few options. But I watched parts of it again now and comparing it to Excalibur, it doesn't measure up to that for me, but it's still a fun movie.
I agree with that.
I still got to finish Excalibur.
I tell you, it surprised me, as you both, I think you've all brought it up, how well shot it was. Some of the scenes were beautifully shot, and they were like long, slow landscape scenes. You know, there were, as you said, there weren't big, fast cuts going on. The lighting at times, it was beautiful, I thought. Really, really impressive for an 80s movie. No CGI, of course, because it was before that time. The fight scenes, especially towards the end, when they're like lumping around these huge swords, they were like violent. They looked crazy, didn't they? It was kind of clumsy fighting, Zaxx. Like that reminded me of Excalibur, that little bit. You know, like just knocking each other over with the weight of the sword.
They did have weight to them, and the armor looked good, sounded pretty good from the sound effects that I could hear over the music. But all of it was beautifully done, and Michelle Pfeiffer is like, I mean, you can't beat that.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, she didn't have a lot to do except for look beautiful, and she did that in spades. She looked amazing, but
Yes, she did.
the props were pretty good too. Like the sword, I instantly saw the sword, and I was like, wow, that's a cool looking sword. And then he's got his short sword, and then just the attention to some of the detail when it comes to the weaponry was nice. Except for I didn't. Like I already said it, I didn't really dig the throwing of the large two-handed.
It looked like it went in it went in a line.
It was very weird that he kept wanting to throw that large sword around, but it's like, all right, I guess that's what we're doing. But,
it was weird.
I liked how they showed how, and I think Zaxx, I think you pointed this out, or maybe it was Dan. I forget. Was it you that pointed this out? How hard it is to actually wind up a crossbow. Just to get it in place.
I think it was
up in place.
I don't know. One of us said it in the watch party.
It
might have
been Daniel.
Okay.
What I would say I did like too is, this is going to sound weird, but the horses looked like war horses in this.
Yes, agreed. Goliath definitely looked like he could run through some people.
Absolutely, yep.
Oh yeah, that's
Great
right.
to see,
His horse's name was Goliath. That's right.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Great to see Rutger Hauer, pretty young in this. Well, I'm not sure how old he was, but it's after Blade Runner, but 1985, looking good. He was great, but I never saw him as a kind of romantic lead kind of actor. Do you know what I mean? Was that a bit strange for you guys as well?
It was fine for me. It didn't take me out of it. He looked young enough. For me, it was fine. I mean, wasn't jarring, and it, he looks different enough in this than he does in Blade Runner that it wasn't a big deal for me.
Right.
Do you think do you think this character is a reincarnated Roy Batty? Don't answer
that. He was too maybe he discovered his emotions because he was getting there, wasn't he, as Roy Batty? So yeah, maybe so.
Seen things you people would not believe. And I don't even remember the rest of the monologue. I can't.
Michelle Pfeiffer naked under a blanket.
Yes. It's funny how he looked so much older in Blade Runner, but they did it like he looked way younger in this.
Yeah, he did.
This was after.
Yeah,
some blonde hair, and
he had like white hair, I think, and silvery white hair, I think, in Blade Runner.
He dyed it for that, yeah, for the roles.
Yeah,
That's
it was
right.
a lot lighter in Blade Runner. Yeah.
Look how blue her eyes are. Wow.
Yep.
Just those eyes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I think Gray's captivated.
I am. I'm sorry. I'm like half trying to check the chat and looking into Michelle Pfeiffer's eyes. Once you look into those eyes, guys, you can't
get sort of
escape.
sucked in there. Like the stream could end up just be us four guys staring at her eyes.
Did I tell you what my first movie with Michelle Pfeiffer was that I've ever seen?
No.
Was it-
Batman Returns.
Batman
First time
Returns.
was Catwoman. That was my
Wow.
first ever movie with her. I think I was 8 years old. I was in love.
8 years old, man.
Yeah,
I'm
and
we're in
92.
love. Ooh-wee.
I think it was 92 or 93.
Nice bit of
that was
S&M action going on in the Batman Returns. We're an 8-year-old Nerdporeal. Never looked back.
I saw that in theater. I actually saw that in theater.
Me too. I'm an old
So
man.
I got
myself.
to see Danny DeVito as Penguin just randomly bite a dude's nose off. You know, it's crazy. You know, so violent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, Charlie Chat's good to see you, mate. Yeah, as you were saying before, proper sized horse for the work they had to do. Yeah, absolutely. And Stephen Ransom saying he's a Roy playing a Roy playing a Roy. There we go. Does Roy Badio always play himself? Rutger Hauer. How about Matthew Broderick? Matthew, for me, like I always think of, is it War Games or was that not him? Was he
Yeah,
in
it was War Games too.
Yeah,
Because him and the Bishop, I
Yeah.
immediately noticed that the guy that plays the Bishop was in War Games too with him. So that was
Was he a
way.
bad
my
guy?
first-
Was he a bad guy in that one too?
This guy.
the Bishop.
No.
in,
He was
War
the,
Games?
he was in War Games. He was the guy that made Joshua the AI robot. So he wasn't. He was trying to stop it. He was actually the good guy. Like so.
Oh, okay.
With
'Cause I know Dabney Coleman was the other, you know, adult character in the movie.
Dabney Coleman is a name from the past. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
9 to
Yeah.
5. He was in 9 to 5 and
Ooh.
that and
yeah,
probably a whole
but-
bunch of other stuff.
but yeah, I noticed those two, that tandem, right away. I was like, hey, they're at it again.
I wasn't sure this actor who he was playing was it the bishop, like the big
Bishop.
boss. He was very what do you call it? Very dramatic the way he was playing his role, a little bit camp, but I quite liked him.
His name is John Wood.
Ooh,
John Wood.
That's a great name. John Wood.
John
Nice.
Wood, strong name. Yes, very
Very
strong.
strong. Yep.
John Wick's rather camp gay uncle or something. Is that right? I don't know.
Did they call you Johnny Wood? Oh wait, sorry. There it is.
John
More
Wood.
wood.
Johnny
I-
Wood
I-
if he could.
I didn't
Johnny
remember
Wood.
that this was camp. Like there was camp in this. I remember this being like a very serious. But in watching it again now, there's a lot of camp in this movie. Like if you're watching it closely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, half of Broderick is,
Camp.
he's talking to God all the time, and
Oh,
there's the thrown sword right into the tree. Like,
That's the one. That's
it's
one of the
so-
times that Rutger Hauer's character threw his huge double-handed sword, isn't it? Like a
Yes.
javelin, and stuck it in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very surgical with that. Probably
Yeah.
40-pound sword.
no problem.
So did you guys find him annoying? That's the question, because I've seen that in some of the reviews where people have said they'd gone back to Ladyhawke after seeing it years ago, and at the time they thought he was really annoying in the part, but watching it a little bit older, a bit maturer, they said like, oh yeah, he's actually very good in this, Matthew Broderick. He kind of grows on you and he wins you over in the end.
I agree. I liked how the movie ended. Like he was crying at the end, and
Yeah.
it was a beautiful moment, and yeah, and he was there and he was helping. So it wasn't like he was just a lump of he wasn't just an observer, as Daniel put it when we were watching it. He was he took part and he helped, and he's the big reason why we get the happy ending that we do.
I didn't find him annoying. I mean, go ahead.
No, just laughing at Nosrad. Nosrad, stop it with your comments. No, I'm joking. Keep them coming, baby. Keep them coming.
I didn't find him annoying. Well, let me rephrase. At the beginning, a little bit, but he grows on you, and I think that's sort of how it's built. I think he's sort of built to be annoying at beginnings, and that is what makes his transformation all the more meaningful. Is because I think he's a bit annoying at the beginning, and then then by the end you're like you're like, all right, man, you can relate, right?
He understood what was at stake, so that's why, at the end, that was a very emotional thing because they were subjected to never seeing each other. Navarre and what's her name? What's Michelle Pfeiffer's name again? Anjo, Isabeau of Anjo.
Isabeau. Yeah, Isabeau. I thought it was Isabeau.
Now I think I know where they got the name for the girl character in Majora's Mask. There's a character named Anjo in that game. Sorry,
Maybe
Nosferatu will know what I'm talking about. But it's a similar thing about doomed lovers. Like they're separated forever. There's an equivalent theme in Majora's Mask, a side quest. So
yeah,
and it's like so like I think he turns into the wolf at night when she transforms from the hawk into a human, so they can never be together as humans at one time. So
what type of bird was that, Nerdporeal? Oh, sorry, I'm just kidding.
It was a Ladyhawke hawk. I have to make this stream about me.
Sorry, just inside joke there a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah, Gray, are we gonna do? We should do a Bowflex video, like Nos is suggesting.
Wait, what? Bowflex?
In the chat.
Is somebody gonna send me a Bowflex? Oh wait, no. I don't get in on this. It's just you and Gray. All right,
this is going over my head, guys. I'm pure and innocent. Me, I don't know what you guys are talking about. What's Bowflex?
I'll be eating donuts.
What's the Bowflex?
Flexing a bow?
You don't know what a Bowflex? Like the machine? You're just like
no. It's a home gym.
I've not seen a gym for many years. Not since I last watched Star Trek.
It's good. Yeah, it's like a tension band home gym.
Yeah. I need to get one actually. Nostradamus be on at me. Gray, you need to get a chin-up bar, but there's nowhere to put it in the house. I'll have to put it outside somewhere. I can manage. I'm doing it at the elementary school in the playground. I can do 2. I can do 2 chin-ups. I'm getting better. Last year I could only manage 1. Just saying. Anyway, back to the stream. Where are we? So, Ladyhawke. Let me just give an example there. One of the landscapes of one of many great landscapes, great shots. Look at this one here. Beautiful use of the light. I think it happened a lot. He kind of changed the color palette a lot in the movie, I thought, Richard Donner. So, you've got some like really...
What's working on you? What the hell's going on?
I don't know.
I'm here. That's what's going on. Chaos ensues. Whenever I'm around, chaos. He's been drinking the Baileys, Zaxx. That's what I told you.
That's what it is.
He's looking a bit glowing as well. He's got rosy cheeks now. A bit like, look at me.
Sweating.
So pale.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we talked about the visuals. It was like, what do you think about? I mean, there weren't many effects in the film, were there? Special effects. I can't hardly remember. Just very briefly, there was a weird scene where you saw a little bit of a transformation. Was it Rutger Hauer? And his eyes went kind of lizard people eyes. I'm going to try and find that photo.
Made me think of werewolves. I don't know why.
I think they did it both ways too. I think he turned into the wolf, and then she turned into the bird. I think.
I recognize the actor that plays Imperius, the monk dude that was just on the screen. Have you ever seen The Prisoner, Gray? The old
Yes, I have. Yes,
he is one of the few. He's like probably the one number 6 that appears twice, and he actually appears in probably the most important episode, the episode where he does that little psychological test against him. That was him. Like his actor.
I forgot he was in that. Yeah.
His actor actually went through a mental breakdown because of the filming of that episode.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, Leo McKern. Yeah.
Prisoners, a crazy, awesome, completely bonkers series I used to watch when I was back in the States. Back in the UK. What am I talking about? Yeah, can you tell by my accent? I'm actually from the States, really. Can I send the link? Yes, you can, Zaxx. Go for it. Go for it, mate.
Done.
Can you do that, or do I have to do that for you?
I did it.
I can't remember.
I got it covered, Gray.
Yeah, no, boy, that's awesome, mate. I thought I recognised his face. I know he looks like a character actor I've probably seen in a few things, but The Prisoner, I can't believe it. That's cool.
Yeah, like I mean, just like I saw The Prisoner, like I think maybe a couple years ago. It's a very good series.
I've never seen it.
The ending is weird, though. Yeah. The ending is weird as hell. They keep playing Beatles. They keep playing All You Need Is Love.
What if we're going to watch it?
Why are you playing Beatles? I love the Beatles, but why are you
psychedelic, man? It went a bit out there. It was kind of out there anyway, wasn't it? But yeah,
I mean, it was supposed to be number one, who was secret throughout the series, is actually who is the most evil? Yourself. That was Patrick McGowan's reason for deciding that. So he actually sees himself. It was weird. It was just a weird ass. It was just a weird ass ending.
Gray's a typical suburban American snob. Yeah, maybe. Tell you what, I'm going to get over there one day, so I'm going to come look all you guys up. Hopefully, I'll need about 4 weeks, won't I, to get around the country and to Canada as well.
One of these days, I want to actually figure out how to do a meetup and stuff. A bunch of us meet up or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
We should all meet up in Thailand and just go crazy. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know why Nas thinks Ladyhawke Hawk is from Thailand.
Aren't you?
Yeah.
Where was that? I missed it. Oh god.
Maybe because you're drinking Baileys. It's the glow in your eyes from the Baileys, I think.
Okay, let me skip on ahead.
Again, right now.
Another beautiful visual image. Look at that. A great scene.
I did like the castle. It was very cool looking. Yeah.
So they shot these on actual ruins and everything, actual castles. I was
Nerdporeal, was that Italy you were talking about? Before, did they shoot it in Italy? The main castle, the one they get to in the end.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I'm looking at it right now. It says Ladyhawke was filmed in Italy. The Apennine meadow of Campo Imperatore in Abruzzo served as prominent exterior location. The monk scene was filmed at Rocca Calassio, a ruined fortress on top of a mountain, not far from the real-world L'Aquila. In the region of Emilia-Romagna, the town of Castel Arquato in the province of Piacenza and Castle of Torreciara in the province of Parma. There's a lot of, so they're all over the place in Italy. So this is primarily filmed in Italy.
Nice one. Well, it was a beautiful location, and it was great to see they actually used, a physical location like ruins of a castle. How about this guy? This was a big surprise for me when he popped up in the middle of the movie. Who is it?
This is Adios Amigo from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Alfred Molina, isn't it?
Alfred Molina.
That's right.
Doc Ock
himself.
Yeah. He's been all over. He's been in so many movies. Raiders of the Lost Ark, that's a good one. I couldn't believe he was in this. It's like, no way. He looked really, really creepy as well, the part he played.
He's like a wolf. He's like a wolf hunter or something.
What? I don't, is that his trade, or is he just a hunter who is killing wolves for the bishop?
He's a wolf trapper, is what they call him. His name is Caesar.
Oh, okay.
He had skins of wolves, didn't he, on his horse? He had like a load of them, and he freaked out Michelle Pfeiffer's character with them.
Wow. Yeah.
Where are we? Okay. Yeah, this castle, so good. Beautiful.
I'm sure they had to be super duper careful on the set. Don't touch anything.
Don't fall off the top as well.
Crumble. That too. Look at these shots. These shots are great.
I'm trying to find. There we go. That's the one I wanted to get. Look at that, Alfred Molina there. He is creepy as hell, man.
He looks like someone looks like someone you're supposed to attack in Elden Ring or run away from in Elden Ring.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a video game.
Hey, Ginger Ninja, how you doing? Good to see you. Nice of you to drop in, mate.
Hey, another Japanese.
A man from America who lives in Japan is quite far from me. Yeah,
I met Jinja. He's awesome. I met him last year in Las Vegas.
He was gonna say white guy in Japan is what he was gonna say, but
he throws
he saved himself.
I thought he was gonna say another ginger like me, but I was gonna be like, wait a second. I don't see anything ginger on that.
I thought I was going to say another weeb like me. No. Look, I was here before that word was even used. Okay, I've been here for 20 years, guys. Really.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway, where are we going with this? Again, beautiful shots. So good. As a story, did you not think it was a little bit overlong? Do you think they could have maybe shaved off maybe 10, 20 minutes? It felt like, I really enjoyed it, but it felt very... Not the right word, pedestrian a little bit at times.
That was 2 full hours.
It was 2 hours, wasn't it? Which is rare, I think, for 1980s movies.
Yeah, it's usually I think hour 45 is usually the standard for like a typical length of a motion picture. So yeah, I think 15 minutes could have been shaved off.
Yeah,
but I love this shot right here. Look at the beauty right here, mountains and the evergreens and I never thought just like being on the ice would be so tense. Like that scene was probably one of the tensest scenes in the movie. Was them trying to rescue the wolf from the water.
Oh yeah.
Well, this was the fish scene, right, where he was just getting the fish to feed. Matthew Broderick for saving him, right?
Yeah.
Again, right?
Yeah.
So, but same place, obviously. But yeah, it's a beautiful shot. That wolf scene was tense, though. Yeah. I wonder if they were just having. It seemed like I don't know if that scene was longer than it was supposed to be. It looked like they were trying to get the dog out of the water and they just couldn't do it. It kept falling back in. I was watching them like, man, is this just like a scene that's gone wrong and they just have to keep trying to get the dog out of the water?
Do you know what that made me think of? It made me think of another fantasy movie, an isekai, if you could. Well, not really an isekai, but Never-Ending Story with the horse.
Oh.
Remember the Never-Ending Story with the horse in the mud, and the
No,
quicksand or whatever. Yeah.
I don't.
I tried watching that once, Never Ending Story, but it never ended, so I had to turn it off. Anyway, enough of the bad dad jokes, the really crappy dad jokes. Let me add some flavour to the stream. Let me add some beauty, something amazing. I can't believe it. We have the unbelievable Lady Balefire joining us.
Hi guys!
Hey.
Thanks for having me.
Hello.
No, I was just gonna say when you said it was the dog in the water, I was like, yeah, never-ending story, and the horse. Oh my god, that was heartbreaking.
Yes, it was. Artax, no, not Artax.
Oh, have you seen this movie, Lady B?
I haven't, no, and I'm curious about it. It looks really cool.
Well, Matthew Broderick is not driving in it, so it's a little bit safer.
I saw that in a comment from Nosferatu before. I was like, I think I missed that story.
Oh.
It was first time for me to watch it, Lady Balefire too, and
cool.
I really enjoyed it. I was surprised. It really did surprise me. I don't know why. I saw it as a kind of romantic, like love story or something. That's what the mistaken idea I had of the film. But it was very, very good and surprisingly violent towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a love story at the core. I mean, right? Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it is. It is a love story.
Do you think they could remake this movie now, and would it be better or worse?
Worse.
No, don't
Worse.
remake anything. Like that's just no.
worse
Much
'cause
worse.
Yeah.
she would save him,
yeah,
and
you're right. Of course.
And then her weakness would be that she relied on him.
so she would save him, and then realize after they're both saved that she doesn't like him anymore, and she would leave him to go off an adventure by herself.
What about not with
Sounds
Matthew
about
Broderick?
right.
Or would Matthew Broderick get killed right away because he's
Well, yeah, because he'd be simping for her, so he'd like carry her luggage, right? Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. I think
They might make
right.
him gay too.
The
Was this
monk-
like a fantasy movie or?
yeah. Actually, it is. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
because,
Medieval fantasy.
Oh, no,
right?
see,
because there's transformation. Like the
That's it.
thing is, there's a curse between Rutger Hauer and Michelle Pfeiffer. They're lovers, but they were cursed by this bishop, this Catholic bishop. Don't ask me how. I guess Catholic bishops in this world have magical abilities
They
to
do.
curse. But like he turns into a wolf during the evening, and she turns into a hawk during the day. So they're never together as humans. So they
Oh
can
my
never
god,
be close.
that's sad.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that
So-
looks cool. I feel weird because I haven't seen this movie, but it looks cool.
It's a very original idea too. Like it's
Yeah.
and the idea to make
Body.
a hawk too.
Michelle Pfeiffer looking amazing in
Yes.
this
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
still
she's
young.
really
Just
hot.
those eyes. Those eyes will just pierce glass in my soul.
Uh-oh.
I think if they remake this, they'd have to make her be ugly. Let's just.
Would she have blue hair?
She'd be girl
Yeah.
boss. That's all. That's all.
She look like that one harp
You should not have said
chick
that.
with the hair.
Or a shaved side of the head. What's that awful
Yeah.
cut called? The shaved
Some,
side.
yeah,
Oh.
some green hair or something, and like
Gray, I'm
I
going to
don't
have to
know.
ask you to clip what I said out because we don't want to give Hollywood any ideas.
she'd turn into she'd turn into a bald eagle with instead of white feathers, she'd be the color of her hair feathers. It's just like, what is happening?
Hey, wait
Oh
a
my
minute. I'm
goodness.
bald. What are you saying? What are you trying to say, Steve?
Bald is beautiful.
I said bald eagle. I didn't say
I've
the
been
bald
called that.
eagle.
Wow.
I've been called that.
Where's the
Have you?
donuts?
Oh God, not donuts.
I
again.
had a donut.
I'm telling you, good morning, sir. You're getting ahead of yourself.
Has anyone seen the Michelle Pfeiffer clip of her taking the mannequins' heads off with the whip as Catwoman? Where like She did it in one take. Have you ever seen that
Is
video?
so hot.
No.
I haven't.
Oh my God, she's amazing. Like there was
That
a standing
sounds
ovation on the crew. Yeah, I'm gonna find it, Greg. Sorry.
Yeah, do it. That sounds cool.
Do it.
Do it. Where are we?
Do it.
Nice shot of a great sword here.
That's
as
a
well.
great shot.
The sword,
Oh,
I
that's
like
a
the-
nice looking
The
sword.
weapons and stuff, the costuming and the props were pretty good. I have to say, I thought so. Anyways,
I thought so too. The physical
Yeah.
props are fantastic. I thought in this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
Stardust
Yeah.
was good. I remember seeing that in the theater.
Stardust, yeah, I've seen that. That's based on a Neil Gaiman, hypocrite novel.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I've never read any Neil Gaiman.
I haven't either, but the guy kind of like, he turns me off. Like his attitude, like, I don't know if I want to read his stuff.
If you read any of
Okay.
his stuff, read his younger stuff. You know, when he was still had his soul intact. I think I'll just say
His
that.
soul
The only thing
Not that
I
I'm
think-
bitter or anything. Guys, going to point out this one. This really freaked me out. This is we get a little bit of Rutger Hauer's transformation scene where is he transforming to the wolf or back from the wolf? But look at his eyes.
and he's coming back. This is where
Oh
he's
my
coming
god,
back.
that
He's
looks like
coming
really
back, right?
good.
He-
That's
he's-
a good
he's-
practical effects.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of-
she's coming back from the wolf, and she's turning into the
Yeah.
hawk.
So
It's
did
so
they?
like-
So did they just see each other transforming like at the
Yeah.
dawn? And oh, that's
Yeah,
that's
so this is
tragic.
really, this was a
Yeah, there's like a-
this
there's
was
like a
heartfelt
split-
thing right here.
There's like a second or two where they're both human, and then
Yeah,
they switch.
I think she was shedding some tears while this segment was going on. So, but like we're coming off 85. We're coming off like a whole bunch of werewolf movies. So like transformations became common, especially those type of lenses that they have to wear, those contact lenses. So yeah,
It was good.
it's well
Well,
done. I love the practical stuff here.
For the tech at the time, the tech that they had, I thought it was very good. It was cleverly done, the way they did a few cuts and what do you call it? It's almost like merging different images over each other. You know, you
Oh,
could say it's a
yeah.
bit cheesy, but I thought it looked really good.
No, I thought it looked
Yeah.
good. I don't think it was.
I
don't
love
think
the
it was-
era of 80s movies because there was so much practical effects and like the artistry that the people did in it. Like it's just really crazy. Like you see stuff from like Jim Henson's studio and like workshop and stuff. That's really crazy. The animatronics, the makeup. You don't do that anymore.
Well, they had to be creative, and they had to have it on camera
Yeah.
at the time. They had to rehearse it, and they had to block out the scene. It wasn't just we'll fix it in post or we'll add the effect later and then not worry about it.
Exactly.
Wait,
like,
wait,
it
they
was
didn't
so
take the
cool.
first. They didn't take the first script that came across the table and say, "Okay, we don't have to proofread it or anything."
Like the peripheral last night. I mean?
Yeah. Oh wait.
Oh, crossing streams.
Sorry, crossing streams.
Hey,
Donuts.
cross your streams! Don't cross the streams! Don't do
Alright.
it!
Donuts. Get the donuts. That's right.
This is not a great image, but this is part of the really violent fight that Rutger Hauer has with one of the main guards at the end, and you know they're whacking each other with these huge swords, they're kicking each other, knocking them. It was really good,
cool.
really impressed me. The ending.
Rutger
It was
Hauer's
very-
such a Chad, like, dude, Blade Runner. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He is a Chad.
Yeah, he's hard.
Underrated.
Nosferatu
dude.
says that his favourite part is when Rutger Hauer has to lift multiple levers simultaneously.
You know,
Context.
Oh Jesus!
no, so I'm gonna kill you, man. Like really, I mean, between the donuts and the levers, man. Oh God.
The
I
final
know,
scene where he kind of almost falls on the sword, doesn't he? It's a great
Yeah.
scene. Great
Yeah.
scene.
Oh wow.
Well
I
acted.
like the sword
I
fight.
like the monks behind you.
I just like because of like between the armor and the heavy sword, like it felt like it felt like it felt clunky enough to look believable, like a real how a fight would be, a fight would truly be.
Yeah. Main problem with CGI is the unreal look. Light and shadow is quite difficult, says Nay. Yeah, I think it's just got worse and worse, not better and better, which seems very strange. Technology, and good to see Awesome One in the chat. Great to see you. And Nay, thanks for dropping in, mate. I know it's very early where you are. Do we have any more photos? Okay, yeah, one more of Michelle
wow.
Pfeiffer, I
That's
think.
pretty.
There we go.
Just hot.
Looking good. Okay, so guys and ladies, shall we? I'm doing 50 minutes. We've got about 10 minutes to go. Should we sum up? What are your thoughts? Would you recommend this? Because this was a recommendation from Salty Texas C. Sadly, he couldn't make it tonight, but he was saying like he loved this movie. I think he saw it when he was younger, of course, and he recommended it. And I was blown away. I had the total wrong idea about it. It was really good medieval fantasy with good acting, good writing. Some emotional scenes, and yeah, I'm a convert. I'm a
I know.
Lady
I want to
Hawk.
see it now.
So Steve, let's start with you. Steve, what did you think overall? Would you recommend it, and would you even watch it again?
I'd watch it again, partially because I had some rowdy co-watchers, so it's like
Really? Naming
uh,
names? No.
it wasn't Nos. So, but I would, yeah. I had we it was fun. I mean, it was fun for what it was. I would. The music is jarring, but it's good for sort of a laugh. And it wasn't like it was bad music. It was just sort of like out of place. That's the only real negative I think I have for the movie was just the music seemed really. It wasn't like, it was bad. Like I'm just gonna put it. It was out of place. And I think it was Zaxx that said when we started, if you could sort of like have somebody go into the movie and change some of the music, and I think it would even make the movie better. Because there's some more dramatic music where it should be, and in some different travel music or something. But it was fun. It was good. It was enjoyable. Just yeah, it was just fun. It was good. And besides for the music, no more giant great sword throwing. That would be my only other criticism. They're not spears; they're swords. But other than that, we're good. No, it sort of bothered me. I'll be honest. It sort of bothered me that he kept using his giant two-handed, like freaking 12-foot sword as a spear and throwing it like a javelin. But other than that, those two small things, it was very good. I would recommend it. Yeah, I would. If you like.
Okay,
fantasy.
thanks, Steve, and I appreciate you watching it and coming on the stream and talking about it. That's brilliant. Okay, the Ladyhawke Hawk, Nerdporeal. What did you think?
I mean, I loved this. I do need to rewatch it because of what Steve said. There was some talking that I just didn't pick up on. So what happened was, while the movie was going on, I got completely lost. So I had to read the Wikipedia to understand what was going on, so I could truly appreciate the last like half an hour of the movie. Because I'll just be honest, like me and Salty were answering questions. We're trying to be nice and everything, and so Steve and Daniel had to turn our volumes down so that they could watch the movie. So that's why they were chatting in the text instead of talking back. So, but I loved what we saw. I loved the acting. Matthew Broderick grew on me.
Yeah.
It was very once I understood the context of what was going on, it truly felt like a beautiful story that I think anybody can appreciate. And it felt truly authentic. It felt like we were actually watching a medieval fantasy, just by the way the sword play, the way that they were moving in the armor. It felt authentic. Like it looked clunky and uncomfortable and very and very weighed. Everybody looked very weighed down and everything. So the shot composition was beautiful. I loved some of the shots of the sun going through the cathedral. There's no shaky cam, which is always a plus, because whoever invented shaky cam, or shaky cam to the extent that they do now, is just a sin that should never be forgiven, my opinion. Speaking Catholic, and the music was okay, I guess. I mean, I think they probably should have had a combination of orchestra, some good orchestral music, and give that little 80s zing at the end. So, but yeah, I liked it. I want to rewatch it, fully experience the movie without any interruptions this time, and that's it.
That's cool. Oh mate, I really am sorry that I missed the live watch, the watch party, because I had work. But yeah, Okay, that's good to get your
I
take.
figured, because we're down here and you're up here, Gray, that you're too good for us. That's okay. That's okay.
I was supporting my Japanese students. Anyway, okay, so after the Ladyhawke Hawk, I'll never forget, not going to let you forget that. Let's get Zaxx's take. Now, Zaxx said it's been a while since you've seen it, but you were kind of half watching it on the party as well.
I was kind of half watching it and kind of half listening to it, and there was lots of questions going on. I did the best I could. But I've watched it multiple times, and it was one of those movies that was always on A&E. Back in the day, it was like this and Excalibur were like my lifelines back then. So I've watched it. I had the VHS copy of it. I don't have a DVD copy of it. Maybe I should get one. But I love the movie. The soundtrack I don't remember it being like that, but I guess it is this way. But yeah, it's a good movie. I definitely recommend it.
Cool, thank you very much. And let's see, Lady B, have we convinced you at all to give it a shot?
I want to see it. Okay, so we all watched Excalibur together a while ago.
Yes.
And how does it rate in comparison to Excalibur?
Excalibur's better.
Yeah.
Zaxx going.
That's better.
No doubt.
Is this not? I mean, Excalibur is kind of good because it's kind of campy. Is this probably less campy? It kind of strikes me.
I don't know that it's less campy. Just Excalibur's better.
I mean, there's so many
I'm biased, guys. I'm biased. I love Excalibur like Zaxx. I think it's one of my favorite movies, so I'm kind of biased.
There's some camp in this too.
Not a fair question.
But I think it's just I don't know. Excalibur's just feels more epic, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be quite as big a story. It's not the epic that Excalibur is.
Also, the music, you were saying about the music. Unfortunately, Ladyhawke didn't have any scenes like this in it. Never get tired of that. Love that.
She found out she was pregnant. Yeah, that's right.
I gotta say,
Bam, you're pregnant. Bam, you're pregnant.
I gotta say though, I'm surprised. I see that Roman in the chat actually agrees with Steve on something. So hey,
wow,
that's
Roman's here. No way, I missed that.
Why,
Thanks.
man? Why he shows up every time to ruin a stream, man? God.
Good movie, terrible soundtrack, says Roman of the Empire. I'm a bit drunk, but there you go.
That Ryan Rajathe's here too. Look at this.
Ryan. Good to see you, Ryan. And Casey, Charlie Chat say Ladyhawke is more fun than Excalibur. Yeah, I can see that. Excalibur's pretty serious.
I think that's exactly right. I mean, it's definitely more fun. I think that's a perfect comment.
Cool. Okay, that's great. So before we wrap things up, shall we do the old go around the circle and see what people have got coming up? So shall we go with Steve first? Prophet the Dragon. I mean, Nosferatu's been on at you to play Final Fantasy.
I've been playing it.
You've been doing it.
Not enough.
Not enough, Steve.
Moved on.
Work the levers. Work the levers.
I moved several levers
at the same time. Harder.
I fed some donuts to people, and it got chaos and all that. So probably some more Final Fantasy in the morning. We'll see if I can get up. But, I have a whole list of stuff I need to do, including some Cosmere stuff. So some Cosmere stuff. I finally got the tier list I've been talking about making for Wheel of Time done. So
good.
So some Wheel of Time fun here soon, and yay! I haven't done one of those in a while. So Dempsey, Steve, you know what? They're never. This donut thing is going to follow me for the rest of my life. What happened with the donuts?
I've been hearing this. What's the story? Somebody tell me.
Come on, Steve. Share the donut story.
I said something very inappropriate to Mags about spelling in a donut. Okay.
No way, Steve. Inappropriate. Can't believe it.
And it was. I immediately realized I said it right after I said it, and it was too late. What is it? Asdaja? Is that
Asdaya?
Yeah,
he
clipped it and put it on Twitter, and it's forever.
I'm serious.
I need to find this. Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
Oh, yeah,
I need
it's
to see
there.
this.
Ask me about my cream filling.
Yeah, it was,
Says
basically
Dempsey in the
something, it
chat.
was basically something like that in that creepy voice too. Greg. You nailed me right down to the scene. So
Thanks for that,
it's going
Dempsey.
to-
That's cool.
It's gonna follow me for the rest of my streaming life.
You're famous.
Yeah,
We need to put you in a host in the, one of those
hostess
old
commercial.
hostess,
Yeah.
one of those old hostess commercials.
Steve said he
where's
would
the
cream
cream
Max's
going?
donut.
I
Okay,
did
there you
not.
Wow.
Maybe I don't think that's exactly what I said, but
go. Really?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
that may have exactly been what I said. I don't remember. All I know
But-
is I was embarrassed.
Notice how he didn't deny the sentiment at all, though. He just said, "I didn't say that exactly."
You know what?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Get me out of here. No.
Get me out of here. Okay.
So, yeah, there's the donut that will forever.
So, Steve, maybe some Final Fantasy and also some Wheel of Time videos coming up soon, yeah?
Yes, sir.
When is season 2 due out? Is it not until next year? We're not sure. Okay.
Hopefully never.
Hopefully never, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully never, but we'll never be so lucky they finished it, right?
No.
So,
Hey.
they didn't, they had New York Comic Con and they never they didn't announce anything. They just said, "Hey, we're idiots," and then
They
That was
combined
about
it with the like Rings of
Wings
Power.
of Power. Yeah, it was.
I love seeing Steve angry. It's great. It's quite rare, but we do see it sometimes. Raging and ranting and ranting and raging.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. It's getting more and more prevalent than, especially when Roman's around. When Roman's around, I get extremely angry because he smells. And
Can
he
you
looks
smell him through the
stupid.
StreamYard?
His face just like has that like look about like it's like that's a smelly guy right there.
Pictures you can
Jesus.
smell.
Okay, let me see if I can just drop Steve out of the stream and then we'll get to Nerdporeal. Nerdporeal, what have you got coming up?
Well, I could say he's gone. He's gone. My streaming brother's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
But serial horror chat is pretty much done because Halloween season's done now. So, so I think first thing is, I started doing Wheel of Time. I'm rereading Wheel of Time. I'm revisiting, or not rereading. I'm rereading Eye of the World. I've only read the first Wheel of Time book, and then I kind of gave up on it. But because of the influences of Steve and Nathan, Man of Manethrin, and all you guys, Pips, the White Cloaks. So I decided to start rereading Eye of the World, and probably tackle the Wheel of Time series. So I've been reading that. I did covered the first 19 chapters last Sunday. So I want to do this every other week. Cover Wheel of Time stuff. So there's going to be 2 more streams covering Eye of the World. So that would be. So the next one's going to be a week from this Sunday. So what to do this Sunday? Well, this Sunday we're going to be doing a watch party. We're streaming our reactions to Spaceballs. So we're going to all be watching Spaceballs.
Oh,
And
wow.
whoever wants to come and join us Sunday night, 7 p.m. can watch it with us, and we'll be just reacting and drinking and talking about it and everything.
I've never seen that movie. I'm gonna have to join
I haven't seen that in years. I'd love to
Oh,
join.
you
Actually,
got-
I've got a Monday
should
off,
never
Nerdporeal.
Never
should
seen
Monday off.
Spaceballs?
Watch it. Yeah.
Zaxx.
Wait,
Hi, Zaxx.
Yes.
you have Monday off?
That's right.
Wow, that's
A rare Monday off, yeah.
That
Yeah, you guys are invited. You guys are
There you
invited if
go.
you want to join
Yeah.
us. So,
Cool.
That
so far it's
sounds
just me,
awesome.
Steve, and Pips. So it's just the 3 of us. So if you guys want to join in with us, and
Hell
Hell
yeah.
talk
yeah!
about it
I've not
and
seen
react
that
to it.
movie, and I need to see that.
Yes, it's hilarious. It's a classic, man. It's Spaceballs is the best, man.
Sunday night, that means, have the clocks changed yet or not? Do they change after Sunday night in the States? I can't remember.
Daylight savings time is
I think they
stupid.
might. I think daylight savings is this weekend. I'll have to check.
Yeah.
But-
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
UK was last
Tomorrow.
week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, so...
Yeah. So that's what's going on Sunday. Tomorrow I'm gonna actually play a video game stream tomorrow, but this time I'm gonna be playing with Steve's. I'm gonna be playing Mega Man 7 with Steve's son Ryan, and we're gonna be talking Mega Man stuff, nerd stuff. So
Sorry, Nerdporeal, I'm not laughing at you. We're laughing at Nosferatu with his bloody comments. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
It's too.
Nosferatu, don't scare Ryan away, for God's sake. What are you doing?
Oh, no,
Okay, that sounds good. I'm down, Nerdporeal. Yeah, hopefully, as long as Mrs. Wakizashi is okay, doesn't blowpipe me to death. I'm there. I want to see Spaceballs because I've not seen that in years. Okay, Zaxx, what have you got coming up?
I'm gonna be on with you, I think, on Sunday night. We talked about that, huh?
Yes.
Don't know
Ooh.
when exactly, but maybe the Peripheral. Maybe I'll get All Quiet on the Western Front watched, and we can talk about that too. But that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. And otherwise, I'm gonna get my Peripheral episode 4 review done as quickly as possible. Get it out, and it's gonna be I've never really done that where a review of a show that was like kind of so that'll be interesting.
It's gonna be, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like it was creepy or good or bad.
It was
A lot talking and telling
was-
things,
it was
showing,
pretty slow.
telling and not showing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
expositional dialogue. I know I was gonna watch that show.
Yeah,
Still-
it's just like this.
still
The reason
watch
why
it.
me
I
and
still
Steve
recommend
really
it.
love Better Call Saul is because they don't do that. They show, they don't tell. And there's there's a lot of subtext involved, and so it engages the viewer more. That's why I really love Better Call Saul.
I think Zaxx summed it up perfectly when we were talking about it. It's still sort of we're still sort of suggesting it because it was the first 2 episodes were really good and 3 was okay. 4 was sort of like, are we going the wrong direction here? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been enjoying it, actually. It's very
Did you watch
different from
the
the
4th?
book. It does... Yeah, I did. It was slow, but the ending was very interesting. The beginning and the ending.
Yeah.
It's based on a book.
Yeah, I saw your book in
Yeah.
the background, Gray. I saw your Peripheral, your William Gibson novel right there.
Oh, it's
So,
over there, yeah.
I
It's a really
spied
good.
it.
It's a William
I spied
Gibson
it.
book. It's quite dense, but it's a great idea. It's it's using the idea of virtual reality and also time travel. But yeah, a really good take, a really good
So
idea.
it's supposed to be part
The book
one
is
of the
dense,
3
though, warn you.
series. It's a 3-book series, right? I know we were
Jack
talking
Ryan.
about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Part 2 is called Agency, and that's pretty good as well. Not as good as Peripheral, but I enjoyed it. Okay,
The ideas
that's awesome.
are great though.
The ideas are great. It does feel like they're stretching it out, and I say they've added so much to the story, but it is quite a big book. I'm wondering, like, how long are they planning to go on? With how many seasons are they thinking of doing? Because they really are putting a lot of extras in there.
You're gonna get me going, Gray. You're gonna get me ranting. Don't
Granted.
the book. Just copy the book and put it on a TV. That's it.
Steve, okay, we've done Steve. Nerdporeal, Zaxx. Is that good? Lady B, how about you? What have you got?
Oh, thank you.
First of all, thanks for coming on. Like
Thanks
last
for
minute.
having me last minute. I was cool. I was like, hey, let's just jump on. I'm like, oh, cool, thank you. And I am hosting a watch party tomorrow at 4 p.m. on my Discord server because somebody wanted to do a White Cloak style rewatch of this.
Ooh.
Not as bad as Wheel of Prime, but it was a pilot for the prologue of the Wheel of Time that was put out by
Winter
Red
Dragon?
Eagle. Yeah, Winter Dragon.
Why would
Somebody-
you do that?
Why would I do it? Because
Don't
there
know.
were people in the chat at the last rewatch, White Cloaks rewatch, and they're like, we should rewatch that. And then like a whole bunch of people jumped on and wanted to do it. And I don't think the guys wanted to do it. And I just said, hey, like, I'll do it. And
Nice.
I think it seems kind of fun. It's like 20 minutes. So we
it's
should
not
be
bad.
able to do that like rewatch in like 2 hours. So
Ooh.
It's probably better than the show.
it is better than Wheel of Prime, but it still sucks. Like,
Billy Zane, though. I mean, Billy
Yeah.
Zane.
he was really good as Ishamael, Ishi, like we call him. But I'm looking forward to that, and I'm going to start doing live streams soon. Zach's helping me with that. Thank you, Zaxx.
You're welcome. And if you have a link to your Discord, get it. in
Oh
the
yes,
chat
let
and
me
we'll put it
get
in-
that. I've been like kind of trying to set that up. I've not done this before, and I'm like kind of
We're gonna help you through it. Don't worry.
Yeah, here,
We'll
here
get
we
to it.
go.
You're good.
I don't know if
I
I
want to
can
sound as
drop it
creepy
in
as
the
possible.
chat.
It's funny. It's funny. She was like, I'm getting my Discord set up, and I was gonna be like, oh, don't just open it like I did. I just like didn't do anything. I just said, okay, everybody join, and I hadn't done anything.
I know.
I'm the same. I'm very
don't have
lazy
it.
on mine as well. There's not many people on it, and I don't do much on it. But
Yeah.
tell you what,
Yeah.
Zaxx's and Nerdporeals are where it's happening. Discord.
Agreed.
Yeah, here we go.
I don't know about that, but I'll take it. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Red
try
hand-
to
the
do
red
it. Like
hand
I was just finished setting it up as like a live event in YouTube, so it would be on my channel, and then people could come in.
Okay.
So.
But you're-
Hopefully
Cool.
that works out because I've never done the live thing on YouTube, but I'll just tell people to go and join the Discord. So
Yep.
it's pretty fun.
If
So.
You got
If
it.
I copy that, can I drop it in the chat, Zaxx? I'm not sure how it works.
Yeah, I think so. I
tool.
dropped it in the chat, but I don't know if it's actually like a link.
It should be.
Paste.
I got it. Oh.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Okay, it's gone. There we
Never
go.
mind.
It's there.
Cool. Hopefully that works. Yeah. Yeah.
If yours
that
doesn't
works.
work, and mine should do. Oh, Zaxx done it as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's cool.
brilliant.
Yeah. Thank
Brilliant.
you guys so much for helping me with that.
You're welcome, and great to have you on the channel. Okay, before we
Thank you.
finish, Zaxx has wanted to share a video, so I've got it lined up. I've not watched it yet, so should we do it? I mean, I'm
Yes.
not monetized, so it doesn't
Do
matter,
it
does
live.
it?
No, it's a
Let's
behind the
see.
scenes thing. It's not. It's fine. Should be fine.
Okay,
What are we-
cool. Let's
Don't
see.
take my word for it. Demonetized.
Michelle
Gmail isn't removed.
Pfeiffer whipped the heads off those
Oh, okay,
four.
here we go.
Like it's, let me just check the sounds up. It doesn't look like great quality, but that can't be helped. It's 360p. That's the auto. So
It's from the crew.
okay, are you ready? Is it
All right.
is it showing, guys?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yes.
that was awesome.
That was cool. That was
That is
good.
amazing.
One take. Yeah.
That is just like
Wow.
the skills.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, that was
Oh.
amazing. I'd heard rumors that she did it in one take, but I just thought it was, like typical like rumors. But that was so cool.
It
Thanks
looks
for
like
that, Zaxx.
Ryan Roger Athe is hinting someone's going to be a rising star.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the lady will likely go far as a rising star.
Thank you.
There you go.
You guys are awesome.
Sexy, says Awesome One. Thanks, Awesome One. Thanks so much for guys for watching, and ladies and gentlemen in the chat. I can't believe it. This has been probably my most viewed stream. It's all because of Prophet, Nerdporeal, Zaxx, and of course Lady B coming in. That's brilliant. So thanks for that. I appreciate it. What should we do then? Last thing to
Wakazashi
do is-
to
Take off the
1K.
shirts.
Let's do it.
1K. Let's get him to 1K.
We're
1K.
great.
Take off our
1K,
shirts.
okay.
Get him
Oh my
monetized.
God.
To get monetized and then be demonetized probably like, a week later. That's the way it goes,
I
isn't
haven't-
it? Jeez.
I've been fine. So if I've been fine, anybody.
You've been good, haven't you? That's cool. Okay, where are we? I think I know what I'm doing. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in a future video and hope to see you in a future stream. Be great to stream together again. This is Gray from Wakizashi Tea House saying Matane. Wakizashi's Tea House. Please subscribe.